In this video, I'm going to share with you how to save your marriage. So if you're married or you're in a long-term relationship, then you definitely need to watch this video to the very end, because I'm going to be sharing with you some really important step-by-step things that you need to fix if you're really serious about saving your marriage. So if you don't know me by now, my name's Stephen Boylan. I'm an author, speaker, and I'm also a relationship and marriage expert, and I'm the founder of Marriage Success. So the very first thing that I want to talk about is what I call the relationship bond. And this is an extremely important concept that if you don't have a relationship bond, then your marriage, your relationship is at risk of ending with divorce or even separation if you're not married. So what is the relationship bond? So the relationship bond is generally formed at the beginning of a relationship. So it's generally formed in what many people call the honeymoon period. So this is where you first of all may meet, you may exchange numbers, you then may go on a date, have coffee, have a meal, you then may go on more dates, you then begin to hold hands, you maybe then give each other a kiss, you then maybe end up sleeping over at each other's house, you then maybe get engaged, you then maybe get married, and you start doing all of these things, and it builds that bond, and you form that bond, and you pull. You're being pulled together at this point, and you're forming the relationship bond. But what can happen, and what happens in many cases, what I've discovered over my past 8 years of working with individuals and couples to help them to improve the quality of their relationships and lives, is that relationship bond has been damaged, and basically they've stopped doing them things that pull that bond together in the first place. So if you're really serious about discovering how to save your marriage, then you really need to work on pulling that bond back together. And so what I'm going to share with you now is 4 big problem areas that you really need to work on fixing if you're really serious about pulling that bond back together, so that you can save your relationship or your marriage if you're married. So the very first problem area is a biggie. So this is what I refer to as no fulfillment. You've got no fulfillment in your personal life, or you've got no fulfillment in your relationship, or you've got no fulfillment in both your personal life and your relationship. And so this goes both ways for you and for your spouse. So both of you need to feel fulfilled in your personal life, and both of you need to feel fulfilled in your relationship. So you probably think, well, how do we get to feel fulfilled? Well, what you need to do is you need to take action, and you need to take action by doing things that create enjoyment, that create pleasure, that create fun, that create excitement, that create happiness. If you're not actively doing things that create all of them emotions, then how can you expect to feel fulfilled? So you need to work on thinking out, what did you do at the beginning of your relationship? Did you go on dates? Did you spend quality time on the night with each other? What things did you do? And when you start to do them things again, you will start to increase more fulfillment in your relationship. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Increase the fulfillment in your personal life and in your relationship. If you're not feeling fulfilled in them, look at ways to become fulfilled in them. In the next one is what I look at as no communication or ineffective communication. So if you're really serious about saving your marriage, then you need to work on developing and building effective communication between you and your spouse. And that includes one person talking and one person listening, because if you both talk at the same time, you will create an argument and you will not be able to resolve anything. So that is the second one that you really need to improve and develop, is communication. The third one is trust. If you don't trust your spouse, or your spouse doesn't trust you, or you both don't trust each other, then you really need to work on developing and building the trust in your relationship. Because if you can build the trust in your relationship, then you will feel more safe, you will feel more secure in your relationship. And if there is no trust, then you will feel really anxious, you'll feel really worried, and you'll constantly be on edge in your relationship. And I'm sure you don't want to feel like that. So you need to build that trust and develop that trust. And then the final one is love. So if you're not in love, or you don't love your partner, then this is a massive problem area. Or if it's the other way, your partner's not in love or they don't love you, then again you need to do things that create romance, pleasure, passion, all of them things that you need to do. If you don't do them things, then you won't be able to create that happy, loving, trusting and fulfilling relationship, which I'm sure that's what you want, because you won't be watching this video right now. And then to conclude, if you want to pull that bond back together in your relationship, then you need to work on developing and improving your fulfillment, your communication, the trust and the love in your relationship. Because if you work on them, you will pull that bond back together in your relationship. And finally, just to finish off in this video, if you're really serious about learning more strategies and techniques for really saving and improving your marriage, your relationship, then you definitely need to sign up to the special live event what I've got coming up very soon. All you need to do to sign up for that live event is click the link or button below this video and enter your name and email address, and you will be able to sign up for the next special live online event. And so if you're watching this video on Facebook, don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you're watching this on any of them platforms, don't forget to head on over to the Marriage Success platform, where all of the real good stuff is at helping people to save their marriage and relationship. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video very, very soon. Thank you and goodbye.